One of the things that the president instructed us to do was to evaluate the idea for a Bitcoin reserve, and so that is one of the things. That's one of the first things we're going to look at as part of the internal working group in the administration.
So, guys, yesterday we had Mr. David Sacks come and speak, and ultimately, fundamentally bullish, right? A lot of big bullish things were said. However, nothing too crazy, and we can see that the market, is basically just sitting sideways at this point. And I want to speak to you guys about something important today, because what we are seeing is the second shakeout trap pullback. Right? We had the big liquidation wick. This came and smacked everyone, right? Some people maybe survived, and as they saw the markets go up, they try to get back in. And the first bounce we know is fake, right? And what we're looking for next, and what this actually what this looks like on a big time frame, is a V-shaped recovery, right? But when you zoom in, you got to understand the picture of what's happening. This first bounce on Bitcoin was fake. Now what we have is the second shakeout of the trap. And this is where I saw us start to pull back yesterday in this version. And next, we're actually looking at a real bounce and a volume bounce to income. Now, again, what happened the last couple of days was we had a massive altcoin liquidation event. Now what you saw yesterday is a little bit of a Bitcoin catch-up. Altcoins are actually holding pretty strong, and Bitcoin is starting to catch up. And now what we're getting ready for is the bounce and the volume intake. So again, before you want to switch and go full bear, right, which a lot of people going through Twitter, we can see a lot of people are just bear, 80% is bear. You got to understand that this is the time where the market is going to actually catch everyone off guard. And I think it's very clear to say that max pain right now is to the upside. So today I want to prepare you guys for the bounce. I have very important trend lines that you need to put on your altcoins, because when these trends start to break, you are going to see a 20 to a 30% short squeeze that will happen over 2 to 3 days. And we want to make sure that we are prepared for this and that we are catching this. Plus, guys, I'm bringing you a 7-minute show. Okay, so I want you to hit the like button. Now, when the markets are like this and we're waiting for a move to happen, we don't want a 40-minute show. We want a 7-minute show. We want a quick update. Give me the alpha charts. Tell me what altcoins are going to pump, when they're going to pump. Okay, and then end the damn stream. Sheldon a blabber. Right? So if you like this new format, I'm going to bring you a 7-minute show. Okay, Rand is not happy that I'm doing a 7-minute show. So if you give me a lot of likes and this video does well, then I can bring you quicker, snappier shows. And I can actually do shows way more often, to be honest. So let me know on that over there. And no more wasting time. Let's have a good show. Let's go.
I try and help everyone in my space, and this is what I get. I try and fight the devils, but inside I'm just like sniper. Welcome to Sheldon Show.
To family, brands are trying to hit the subscribe button. Guys, you know what? We have a powerhouse community. Last night, we had 21,000 people live. 100,000 people in the back end, okay, in an hour. Just shows that this is one of the most powerful communities and channels in the damn world. So again, hit the like button if you like this short content, and I'm going to jump straight into it. So if we look at this over here, this was basically the summary, right, of David Sacks speaking. Now, again, fundamentally very good, very bullish. Did they want more, the audience or the crypto holders? Maybe. Okay, but ultimately, we've got to understand there's a lot unfolding in the background. When the big hands have filled up, I saw that they bought a ton of ETH again yesterday. Okay, ETH is getting bought. I think BlackRock's buying more ETH than Bitcoin at the moment. So there's a lot happening behind doors. And when the bags are loaded, send it, right? When they send it, everyone's goldfish. They come back, come flying in, and it's forgotten. Right? But this was the summary over here. The US government, worth multi-trillions of dollars, is evaluating a Bitcoin reserve. Very good, right? This is on the cards, and they're busy with the process. And it's actually, hearing him speak, one of the top priorities. I even heard a nice little 100-day thing in the speech yesterday, opposing the previous administration approach, which was very much anti-crypto. Trump administration will be very much pro-crypto. Very good, okay? Regulating stable coins to strengthen US dollar dominance. Okay, good. This is very good, right? It may not be great direct right now, but this is very good. They want to dominate the stable markets, which makes sense. US will start a global age for crypto. Okay, main takeaways of this over here. Now, again, it was not bullish, super bullish news. It's kind of stuff that we possibly knew, okay? But it was nothing bearish, right? So for me, the pullback that's happening now, it's a low volume pullback. It's a way to trap and basically make people really much doubt, okay, what's happening right now. So this is what it looks like on the chart. So all that I'm looking for now is we're looking for a V-shaped recovery within the market. But when you zoom in, this is what it looks like. Okay, you had the big dump, liquidation wick, does a lot of damage. It's there to wipe out all leverage within the market. And to be honest, wipe out retail. What happens then is you get a massive volume spike and buying happens in those areas. When ETH went to 2,000, and now it's back at 2.7, someone bought, right? And a lot of buying was happening. So it brought in a ton of buying volume, and it actually brought in hundreds of billions of dollars of buying volume, right? Because that's how much prices went down, and that's how much prices got put up. Then what happens is that buy happens on the big push down. Then the market starts to push up, and poor retail, those who survived, come and start flying back in the top because they basically think, okay, it's over with, we're going up again. And then what it does is it comes down and it traps the buyers. And this is where we are currently sitting right now. We are now busy with this approach over here and this pullback here. And what comes next is the W shape and a real bounce. So let me give you guys the levels and show you how this basically looks like on Bitcoin. Okay, so here is Bitcoin. So the bounce happened, strong bounce. This we cannot deny was a lot of buying volume, and Bitcoin yet again held the very important $91,000. Okay, there again 7 times it's hit this bottom. This is definitely accumulation. Every time we get your sentiments quite bad within the markets, okay, and the whales are buying, right? Big hands are buying at these areas over here where no one's really interested. So it's accumulation. I explained to you guys yesterday, accumulation is going to create results. When they're done accumulating, we are going to get a result, okay? And this is when everyone's going to fly into crypto, but this is when was actually the best time to invest in crypto and to stay focused within crypto. So here is my thoughts at the moment. We are busy with the V-shaped recovery, and there's 2 major levels. Bitcoin actually hit the zone yesterday, okay? And it might go down there one more time. The big bounce zone for me is this area of this $95,000 to the $96,000 zone. This is the zone where I see us bouncing, okay? Then over the next day or two, I do see us start to make our way up, okay? And I do start pushing to the upside. Where things get really interesting is when Bitcoin breaks 103,000, it will be at 108 very quickly. And again, this will soon be forgotten. But ultimately, all of this looks like one thing, which is a V-shaped recovery, okay? And all of this information inside, I just want to see something like that on the overall, and we start making our way up. Now, so again, this is what I see over here. Pullback for the next couple of hours, but at any moment we start pushing. There's a short-term squeeze at 98 that will get us to around the 102, 103, and that's where things really get interesting. We break those major trends. The Bitcoin dominance is making a flag, okay? And the moment that there is strength, the reason why it's going sideways, because it's waiting to see if there's strength within Bitcoin, okay? The moment that Bitcoin starts to squeeze up again, money will start to distribute, and we'll see the love come back into altcoins, because you know what? Altcoins are damn cheap. Okay, and it's time for the altcoins to start to move. So the important thing you got to pay attention to today is the trends, because altcoins actually held better than Bitcoin yesterday. And the reason being is we can see the dominance is starting to trickle down a little bit, right? So if you look at the altcoins only pulled back like this, okay, and Bitcoin pulled back like this. Okay, so Bitcoin is currently now starting to catch up within the alts. Okay, and when the Bitcoin bounce happens, we're going to see some strength within altcoins. So altcoins held a strong level, which is this zone over here. And all you're waiting for now is this trend. So if I draw this down, you can see that we were trickling down. Then we had the big shakeout. Then we pumped up. And now we're doing this. And we got this important trend line over here. This is the one, okay, that once we break these trends, there is a short squeeze back to the top area. And that's what will create your full V-shaped recovery, which means that the prices of everything before the dump happened 2-3 days ago, especially the big dump, those will be reclaimed. Okay, so that's ETH back above 3K, Solana back to the 240s, you know, sort of areas over there. So this trend line is very important. Until this trend line is broken, there is one more possibility of more downside, which means we go down to this area over here, which will result in another 5 to 10% pullback from where we are right now, but not lower than the zone that we hit previously before. And the reason why that would happen is to come and fetch liquidity that was left over when the wick actually happened. So again, pay attention to things like ETH. There is your trend line. Okay, you could see the zones that I see once the squeeze happens. So ETH actually hit the buy zone yesterday. If it wants to come down again and then break the trend, that's how big I see the move incoming. So you do not want to miss out on a nice 20% move within a bunch of alts. Look at Solana. Sol is actually in a really good spot buy to buy some over here and to have a bit more cash in case we go to 190. So 200 and 190 are the 2 big zones, okay? And the trend line is the one that's going to identify when it's ready to go, okay? But look at things like Chainlink. Chainlink is not far from a breakout. Keep it an eye. When we break these trends, we're going to start to go. Until we have not broken the trends, there is that extra 5-10% downside. But guys, I would be buying whatever the hell I can on these entries over here. Again, leverage traders, wait for the trend to break. Keep eye on Doge. I've been opening some Doge positions. When Doge wants to pop this trend over here, I'm seeing a pump back to the 32 cents. These are nice 20% moves. And again, I actually see that once we are done with this leg over here, I see us recovering the whole damn move. Okay, it'll take a couple of days, but we'll get back. This will bring some strength back into the market, conviction back into the market. There's Cardano. Everything is very close to these squeeze levels. You can see there's a algo. You got XRP over there as well. So guys, for now, get ready. I would focus very much on buys today of what's still available. Put the trends in, and when the trends start to break, be prepared for a major move. Remember to hit the thumbs up. I tried for 7 minutes, Matt. Close. I'll see you all tomorrow. As soon as the action's back, I'll be doing 40-minute shows. But for now, quick update for you guys. Much love. See you all tomorrow. Goodbye.